Hello, humans. Hello, my fellow awakening ones. I'm just going to read the ingredients from a food product in the Matrix. So, this is called. What's that do? So, this is called Hahn's Old Fashioned Cake Company. Old Fashioned Chocolate Crumb Cake. 12 ounces. I'm just going to read the ingredients from Hahn's Old Fashioned Chocolate Crumb Cake. Yeah? Let's see what we got here. And, well, you can come to your own conclusions as to how pure and natural and actually old-fashioned this crumb cake is. Okay, so let's see. Ingredients: sugar, enriched bleached flour made of niacin, reduced iron, thiamine mononitrate, riboflavin, folic acid. Okay, not too bad. That sounds weird maybe for some people that don't know what any of that is, or that's how they've been making white bread in general for, I don't know, the last 100 some odd years in particular, especially the last 70, maybe longer than that. Water, palm oil, cocoa processed with alkali. Again, it might sound weird to some, but that's a standard one also. That's just to make it less acidic, I suppose, with the alkali. Egg white, eggs with sodium aluminate. Okay, we're getting a little weird now. Eggs with sodium aluminate. I don't know if I want or need, or if it'd be a good idea to put sodium aluminum stuff, aluminate in this case, in something I were to consume into my vessel. But don't worry, it's probably generally recognized as safe, right? As our beloved and so caring Food and Drug Administration affirms and declares. Yeah. Where was I? Baking powder, sodium acid pyrophosphate. Okay, we're getting a little crazy here. Sodium, what was it? Sodium acid pyrophosphate. I'm not entirely sure what that is. I sort of know what phosphate is. I know that's that would be a form of phosphorus. So maybe not so bad. The pyro, though, was that heated phosphorus? Heated phosphorus. Sodium acid, heated phosphorus. Okay, iffy, maybe. Again, I don't know. But it sounds weird. To me, it doesn't really sound so pure and beneficial for the human vessel, or really any life form to eat. But moving on, baking soda in that baking powder, chocolate liqueur. Okay, very good. We all many of us like chocolate liqueur. Totally fine. Non-alcoholic, by the way. Doesn't have alcohol necessarily. They just call it that because of the consistency. It looks like a dark alcohol when it's like that. Carob powder, interesting choice. Not necessarily good or bad, just interesting to me. Dextrose, again, pretty standard. It's probably okay. I don't know. Maybe it would be bad for some people depending on their internal health. Cocoa, cool. Very obviously fine thing. Just like the water before, and the part where it just said egg white and eggs before the with sodium aluminum baking powder. Where was I? Cocoa. After the dextrose, again, more cocoa and another lesser amount at that point. Again, fine. Artificial color. That's never been good. But again, generally recognized as safe. So thank you, FDA, for the last 90 years or whatever it is. Thereabouts, making that one, letting everybody know that one's good to go for the general population. No worries. Don't worry about it. Where was I? Modified cornstarch. Fine. Rice starch. Again, fine. Propylene glycol. I don't think anybody should be eating that. Yeah, that's what they put now in the vapes. It's part of most vape solutions. So that doesn't feel like you should be eating something that people vape. Well, I don't believe you should be smoking watery vapor of propylene glycol either, let alone eating it. But again, some people have stronger constitutions than others, so hey, why not? Let's see what happens, huh? All right. Mono and diesters. Again, I've heard that one. I've read that one. I don't know exactly what it is. Could be bad, could not. I know what I know. Doesn't feel right intuitively, but again, who knows? Let's see what else we got here. Corn syrup. Again, fine, but maybe not fine if you have any sort of blood sugar imbalances, any problems with your insulin production, your pancreas, what have you. But basically okay if you don't and you eat it in moderation. Ditto, I suppose, with sugar and sweet things in general. Molasses, nice. I'm a big fan of molasses. And that actually has minerals and vitamins somewhat. So it is sweet. It's gonna spike the blood sugar. But like anything sweet, but at least it has some nutrients, and it's generally not that one they haven't seemed to mess with, that I've noticed, of the pure things that they've messed with. It didn't really need to be, but they thought, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna mess with it anyway because we can, and well, maybe we want to mess with it also. So not to make it better, but to make it worse, to make it more poisonous, while making you think it still has some quality of the original pure, intelligently designed form of it. Whatever it is. Sodium benzoate, salt, dicalcium phosphate. Again with the phosphate and dicalcium. What's wrong with just regular calcium? You need 2 calcium bonds or whatever it is. Rusty on my chemistry, but somebody in the Hahn's Old Fashioned Company thought they needed a double calcium thing in there. All right. Where was I? Salt, dicalcium phosphate, polyglycerol ester of fatty acids. That sounds funky. I know fatty acids is normal, but polyglycerol of the fatty acids, questionable. Again, I don't know for sure, but probably not needed at this point. Now we're getting into, I don't know, 30, 40 ingredients, something like that at this point, for an old-fashioned crumb cake that probably used to have no more than 6 once upon a time for a couple centuries. But, whatever. Modern world, better living through chemistry, right? In all things, so including food. Yeah. So tetrasodium pyrophosphate, again with that pyrophosphate. They really like that pyrophosphate. God, maybe they should make, instead of company shirts, Or maybe they should make that their slogan, or any food manufacturer that loves to put calcium pyro, or what was it? Tetrasodium pyrophosphate, or any sort of pyrophosphate in the food they're selling for humans to consume. Xanthan gum, calcium acetate, acidified calcium? Is that what it is? Again, I don't know. Some of you out there probably know better than me. Guar gum, cellulose gum. Ooh, 2 kinds of gum. Double your pleasure with the gums. Great. Polysorbate 80. That I know is a synthetic preservative that is not really good. It preserves the food, but at a cost to the flow and the health of the human vessel. But again, generally recognized as safe. It's been out for a while now, so who gives a shit? Okay. Artificial flavor, again, can never have too much artificial flavor, right? I'm sure, as most of you can agree. Yeah. Soy flour and non-fat milk. Topped off there at the end with the non-fat milk. Fantastic. Well, there you go. Again, that's Hahn's Old Fashioned Cake Company. Old Fashioned Chocolate Crumb Cake. Delicious. Delicious. Yeah, go get yours in a grocery store near you.